Hi, it's me, Bam, and welcome back to the podcast. Now, usually this podcast is split into two parts. Usually I talk about Warframe, then I talk about something else that's going on in my life or a game I like or whatnot. Well, that whole thing will be a mixture of both. There will be no two parts. It will just be one big part. In fact, this episode may be a little shorter than normal because I actually have an announcement slash some announcement to make. Okay. So, as you guys know, I started podcast. I don't know how long ago I've started podcast. I've had special guests. Um, I've had special guests such as D.E. Megan, I've had D.E. Marcus, and I've had D.E. Taylor as special guests. Did interviews with each of them. In case you guys don't know, DE stands for Digital Extremes. I'm telling you guys that for those of you guys that are new to the podcast because it relates to my announcement specifically, which is that I'm going to be rebranding this podcast. It is officially going to be called the Bam Plays podcast instead of Warframe Madness podcast. Now, the rebranding might be happening by the time this video gets uploaded. I'm not sure. Video uploaded to YouTube / episode uploaded to, the podcast thing. So, yeah, this is definitely Warframe Madness rebranding to Bam Plays. It's just a rebranding reason, and I'll tell you those reasons right now, which are, first of all, the reason I called this podcast Warframe Madness podcast to begin with, because I initially made it with the goal of answering your guys' questions relating to the Warframe Madness my YouTube channel, Warframe Madness. And then I made the Bam Plays YouTube channel. And then ever since then, I've also been having discussions with you guys regularly via the Warframe Madness YouTube channel, so I feel like it's kind of odd to have a podcast that does the same exact thing. And second of all, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been talking about Warframe, sure, but I've been also talking about other games. How some podcasts I even focus on other games or focus on my own things or focus on what I'm looking forward to in the next thing. And I think it would just be easier this way and better for my whole organization thing if I just rebrand this podcast to be Bam Plays podcast. Now, yes, I could just create a new podcast from scratch, but I'll be honest, it would basically be the same as this podcast, and it would be a bit harder on me to do that. I do appreciate your guys' understanding about this whole issue, the rebranding and whatnot. I know I say rebranding, I make it sound like I'm super fancy, big corporate, whatever, but I'm not. I still have quite a ways to go. But this way, I can have the freedom to talk more about games and what I want to without restricting myself to one particular game. The change should have happened a long time ago. The change was coming eventually. I've been putting it off for some reason. I don't know why. But for now on, this podcast is going to be known as the Vamp Plays podcast. Like I said, I don't know how long it takes to make the change, to upload the change and whatnot. I'll be talking to you guys more about the topics I want to without, forcing particular topics in there. Don't worry. I'll still be talking about Warframe because it is a game I regularly play. But for Warframe, specific news and me talking about discussions and whatnot, go to youtube.com/Warframe Madness, or just search Warframe Madness in the YouTube, and you should be able to get that right away. Now, yes, I do have a YouTube channel called Vamp Plays, in case you're curious, but this podcast, it's not strictly only for that channel stuff. I just happened that Vamp Plays is less restricting when it comes to game. I don't talk about just one game. I talk about all kinds of games and whatnot. I hope you guys do understand why I'm rebranding this. I'm telling you guys, I decided to make a podcast to let you guys know because I didn't want it to be something just out of the blue that you guys are watching, following and stuff, and then all of a sudden you see it totally different and you're like, what happened? What is this? I subscribed to Warframe Madness podcast, but yeah, Warframe Madness podcast is now Vamp Plays podcast. Hopefully you guys will stick around, listen to, my opinions on certain stuff, be it an update in Warframe or an update in Doom, or if I decide to check out Animal Crossing or a Magic the Gathering update. See, I can already talk about many a game. Some, and then I can have some episodes might just be all Warframe. Some episodes might be little to no Warframe. We'll see how this goes. This will be new to me all together, trying different things, seeing what works. Hopefully you guys decide to stick along with me for the journey. But if you guys do not, I completely understand. Don't feel compelled to stick with me, but like I said, this change was going to happen sooner or later. I just shouldn't have waited so long for it to happen. But hey, better later, earlier, somewhere rather than never, right? I think we're still technically on season 3. I think I started naming these by season not too long ago, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to end the podcast episode here. Yeah, it's only been almost 10 minutes. I'm ending it early. This was just a quick announcement. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the future. Later.